Hey guys, today on the channel we're going to look at a new all-button device, this one here.
DOIO Hit Pad V2!
Getting it in hand, we see that even the box is nice and vibrant. The manual is online, but in person comes with an Allen wrench and a USB-C cable. The DOIO Hit Pad V2 series has a wide variety of colors, but the one featured here is their pink version, and it retails for $159 USD. And as we turn it over in our hands, the first impressions feel very solid. It comes with 17 face buttons spread across a split layout. Extra buttons are welcome in this age of fighting games, and I have grown to really like a bit of extra space between the hands. This also has a surprising amount of weight. The unit is made from an aluminum alloy and acrylic, and it was definitely heavier than I had originally pictured. It comes with a little 0.96-inch OLED display screen. Then we also see the PCB through the acrylic bottom. What's a bit interesting is that the device has 3 USB-C ports, one on the left and right, and then the usual one right in the front. It's nice, and I've seen this concept once or twice before on other all-button controllers, but it's not something that is mainstream yet. The aluminum top plate has some textured branding and flair, as well as grooves which run through the center of the device, right around where your hands will go. The palm area is good, and there is also a bevel to the edge which runs along the entire aluminum top. I think that's a nice touch in terms of both form and function. The slight taper is easier on the hands than a straight drop-off, plus it just looks cleaner. There are 17 buttons, not counting your smaller aux ones at the top. They are black injection molded PBT keycaps, and they don't stick up very far from the surface of the device. That will make slides easier for those who need them. I think one of the major selling points and perhaps most important features of this particular device is the split layout. There are such few current options for those who want a controller to accommodate a bigger spread between their hands, and this one has a premium feel. The switches are all hot swappable, but out of the box, the device comes with low-profile Gateron reds. They are linear switches, and this is what they sound like. If you want to get inside the device to poke around, then you'll need to just use the included Allen wrench to pull out the screws. There are 4 obvious ones, and then another 4 screws hidden under the sticky feet. Once those are removed, we can pull it apart to get a glimpse of the internals. The device runs on GP2040CE firmware, so is compatible with most systems. You can also insert an appropriate dongle to net access on current gen systems. Inside, we find nothing out of line with our expectations, and then we can also see the thickness of that aluminum alloy top panel a bit easier. It clearly makes up the bulk of the weight. And speaking of weight, this thing is close to 3.5 pounds, but we can put it back together and get ourselves a true number. And then these are the rest of the dimensions. Its footprint skews larger than SGF and Flatbox offerings, more toward the larger Hope 42 wears by way of comparison, and this is how it matches up to some other all-button models. It is probably most similar to Tiki Taka's split layout model, and the distance between hands is nearly the same. But there are obviously a few differences, most notably being the metal construction and more premium feel. The OLED screen displays button presses, and then the button LEDs were red right out of the box, but you can cycle through different colors and animations with some dynamic RGB lighting. I kept mine red to complement the pink case for that strawberry ice cream aesthetic. Gameplay was smooth and I encountered no issues. As I mentioned earlier, slides were good, and I liked how the button caps sat a bit lower against the top surface. You can remap various L3, R3, and select buttons to take advantage of newer game mechanics. They also have a turbo button, and because it uses GP2040CE firmware, there are multiple SOCD modes you can change in-game or on the web configurator. Really, it's another welcome contender to the all-button controller world. I like the premium metal heft as well as the split layout. Additionally, some of their color choices are bold and a bit unique, so that was also refreshing. Looking at their offerings again, that lime green looking one looks pretty sharp. Anyway, if it ticks the boxes for what you look for in a controller and you're looking to pick one up for yourself, then check out the Keeb Monkey website where they currently retail for $159 USD. These Pro V2 units go in and out of stock, so if you don't see one available for purchase, chances are it will be again soon. Also, if you buy using the link in the description, a portion of the sale goes back to help support this channel. And even if it's not for you, thanks so much for watching all the same. I really appreciate it. Support your locals, and I'll see you next time.